So now it's time to jump into variance. It's also a measure of spread, a measure of variability. So variance is a measure of how much that individual values in a data set deviate from the mean. So it's calculated as the average of the squared differences between each value and the mean. Higher the variance, higher variance indicates that the data points are more spread out from the mean. So variance is used to assess the dispersion of data points around the mean, but it is not easily interpretable as it involves squared differences. So I just want to repeat one more time. Variance is a measure of how much the individual values in a data set deviate from the mean. Now let's see. For example, larger the variance, the further the individual cases are from the mean. Let's take this example. So this is how. If you see that the mean, as the variance is larger, the shape is larger, the shape is bigger, the mean is center. Now if you look into the individual cases, they're far away from the mean. You see that the larger the variance, the further the individual cases are from the mean. Now, the smaller the variance, the closer the individual scores are to the mean. And here is what, this is how it looks. So here this is a mean is at this point, and then total variance is smaller. And then if you look into the distance between the individual case and then mean, it's much smaller than compare it to the above figure. So that's how the variance makes a huge difference when you understand the measure of, understand the variability or spread of data set. Again, I'm repeating, the larger the variance, the further the individual cases are from the mean. That's the first case. The smaller the variance, the closer the individual scores are to the mean. This is the main interpretation you have to take from the variance. So then we have before we look into the measure how to calculate the variance, I just want to give one example here. So let's take a example using pandas, then we'll get back to the calculation. That's how to calculate the variance. Let's take a simple example from the pandas. Okay, I think I'll take the same data there. This is variance. Let me scroll up and see where we are. It's 2. I'll put the 3. That is variance. Yep. So let me take the data. Yep, same data frame I'm gonna consider for the same in this example also. So let me calculate the variance val. That's equal to data of, for which series? That's a series of above data frame, data frame, and I'll just use a variance method, and there, here is the variance value. So this is the variance for this. I got now, does it make any sense? How does it make a sense? The scores are between 10 to 50 and you got the value of 250. Does it make any sense? If it makes, how does it make? And all we're gonna explore in our next slide.